guys, it's Sierra and welcome to another video. Today in this video, we are reading Chapter 10 of Hermitcraft Subconscious Secrets. We're diving into Bdubs' mind. Yeah, things are about to get a little mental. So, yeah, this is a Minecraft fanfiction. Minecraft-inspired fanfiction, based where I put Minecraft YouTubers that I watch and enjoy, or Twitch streamers, and put them into a world and see what happens. In this case, we're focusing on Hermitcraft and hermits because, yeah, why not? I've been enjoying the story along the way, and I hope you guys have been too. There are captions if you want to follow along. You don't have to, but they are there, and you can enjoy a nice pattern design while I read, if you so desire, or whatever you want to do. Whatever makes you happy. Let's get started. Bdubs opened his eyes, his vision blurry and hazy. Where was he? Why was everything so dark? He blinked. Something cold and hard vibrated around his head, emitting a soft hum that was ever present. Where was he? Nothing about this place seemed familiar. Bdubs groaned, wincing in pain as he tried to sit up. He looked down. There was a gash of scarred tissue lining down his sword arm, burn marks stretching from the scabbing wound. Ugh. Though it hadn't been all in his head. He clenched and unclenched his fists, making sure he could still feel his arm. Everything seemed fine, but he knew he wasn't. Not when he had awoken in what he thought was a dream, to find a cloaked figure looming at the edge of his bed. Strong hands pinned him down as the man pulled out an enchanted iron dagger from somewhere in the cloak. He didn't need to see the face to guess who it was. But how? How had they been found? Rose had told them she would do everything she could to keep their enemies from finding them, to give them time to break, to just be themselves without fearing for their lives. She promised them a way out. Not permanent, no, but why now? Why here? Where was he? Bdubs groaned again as he readjusted his position. He'd been placed on a hard cot, a chain strapped around his ankle, just like Impulse had been. A lump formed in Bdubs' throat. Had they gone after Impulse too? Scar? Grian? A wave of dread crashed into him as Bdubs whipped his head toward the door. An iron door. The cell was small, dusty, as if it hadn't been used in a while. But his thoughts weren't on the state of the room. Grian had been with him when they'd been ambushed. Guilt pierced through the fear that trickled in. He hadn't wanted Grian to go out in the storm. He'd convinced him to stay. Was Grian okay? Had he managed to escape? Or had he been taken too? Grian? Bdubs croaked, startled by how dry his throat was. Then he remembered the dream. The dream that hadn't been a dream. That he wished was a dream. They'd heard him. They heard him, and he knew they'd do it again. Just as they had the others. The others Rose never found. The ones she blamed herself for, even when Bdubs told her it hadn't been her fault. They chose to help her. To help others. The world seemed to close in around him as Bdubs forced himself to take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. Bdubs attempted to quiet the anxious, dread-filled thoughts that demanded attention. Attention he couldn't afford to give. He could do this. Bdubs and the other hermits had been through it worse. The protectors would find him and get him out of here. Or he'd find a way out himself. That's how it always went down. Isaac wouldn't stop looking, even if it meant going through every single world across the universe to track him down. Bdubs frowned. Is he still in the same world? Or had he been taken through a portal? What about Green? Was he here somewhere, or had the men taken him somewhere elsewhere? It would be a smart move, but how could anyone be sure? Hello? Is anyone out there? Bdubs called, unsure if anyone would be able to hear him. There was no doubt someone was guarding his cell, maybe even tracking his thoughts with the headband. But why hadn't he heard the thoughts coming through, as Impulse had? Did Richard change something since then? Their last encounter? Still, there had to be someone out there. Maybe they could fill him in on what was going on. If Green was here. Then again, why would they share that? He was their prisoner, waiting for whatever might come next. That was always how it went when he woke up in one of these dingy cells. They were preparing something. What? He wasn't sure. But he'd be ready when the time came. He was not going without a fight. And that is where we're going to end that chapter. Yes, it's shorter than the others, but not all chapters have to be 10 minutes long, you know. But that's going to be it. And we're diving into... I thought I saw a Green there. Yep, we have a Green in chapter 11. So you've got that to look forward to. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. Whenever that might be. Goodbye. Thank you.